In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the #1 reasons for lower back pain and how you can fix it. All you need is some sort of strap or belt, so a yoga strap works really well. If you don't have one, you can just go grab a belt off of your robe or from your pants, and then you just need a comfortable place on the floor or maybe on your bed to lay down. Go grab what you need and let's get started. All right, guys, first we're gonna discuss the reasons why we get this type of back pain, and then we're gonna move into part 2, which is the techniques. Before we totally get started, if you are new here, my name is Natalie, and my channel is all about things health, fitness, massage therapy, and I help you get back into shape and out of pain. So if you like this kind of content and you wanna see more, please make sure you are subscribed to this channel. This is a subscriber-based channel, meaning I make videos on your demand. So if you have any requests for me, drop it down in the comments and I'll make a video just for you. So one of the many reasons we have lower back pain is actually due to short and tight hamstring muscles that pull your pelvis down. Our lower backs are designed to be in a lordotic position, which means the lower back curve heads towards the front of the body. When our hamstrings become short or tense, say when we're like sitting down, our tailbone gets tucked underneath us and that reverses the lower back curve. Or in the case when we're standing, imagine you go to pick something up and your back is curved in the wrong direction and boom, you injure your lower back because now all the structures of the lower back have slipped backwards, causing things like you may have heard of a herniated disc, bulging disc, or even just some pretty bad muscle strains. Now back to hamstrings. Hamstrings are super thick muscle with very deep layers. There's 3 hamstrings: bicep brachii, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus. The 2 semi-muscles are on the inside of the back of the leg, and bicep femoris is on the outside of the back of the leg. All 3 of these muscles attach to the pelvis and cross over in the knee joint, acting on both the hip and the knee. So when we're addressing this muscle, we also have to make sure that we are addressing it from both joints. Now, sometimes it isn't that the hamstrings are short. In fact, in my 20-year career, I don't even think I've ever seen a hamstring that I can't lengthen, because they're not technically short. They're tense and they're stuck together to those other muscles I just talked about, and some of the adductor and even quad muscles through the IT band. So when it comes to the hamstrings, it's more about releasing the spasm and tension than it is about trying to make them longer. This massage therapy technique is the fastest and most effective way of lengthening not only your hamstrings, but any muscle in the body very quickly through what we call a muscle energy technique. We're gonna call them METs for short from now on. The good news is this is a massage technique you can easily do on your own. So muscle energy techniques, or METs, is a way we use the body's safety system to override false signals and tension in the body. Our muscles have a cell in them called the Golgi tendon organ. So have you ever seen a bodybuilder go to lift a super heavy weight and then they just completely drop it? Well, that's usually out of their control because the body's safety mechanism jumped in and forced that muscle to relax, and then that bodybuilder had no choice but to drop the weight. We massage therapists use this method to trick the muscles into relaxing and restore their natural and functional length. So what we do is we pull the muscle to the full length. Now, not full length to what you think it should be, but full length meaning as soon as you start to feel that stretchy feeling. Once you feel that stretchy feeling, we take a big deep breath in and we hold our breath. Then we contract that muscle. So in this case, it's 2 joints, the hip and the knee joint. However, we don't want to see any movement in that muscle at all. So it's like you're trying to move the leg, but you're not going anywhere. You hold that very minor contraction with only about 5% of your full strength. We're not trying to move anything. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We're just trying to activate that contraction for 6 to 9 seconds. That gives the brain and the body enough time to exhaust all these safety mechanisms. The brain then sends a signal saying something's wrong, relax that muscle, and when you let go, take a deep breath in and pull that muscle just a little bit further. So first, let's test the length of my hamstrings so you can see the results of before and after. Let's test yours too, and you can take note of how far down you stretch so that you can see how fast this technique works. So we're simply gonna do this by just touching our toes and seeing where that takes us. And I don't know how far I am from the floor there, but about comfortably, without forcing anything, about 6 inches from the floor. I feel most of the stretch in the back of my legs. I feel a little bit in my lower back. If I soften my knees a little bit, it's a little bit more underneath my hips. Part 2 of the technique part of this video, I am down here on the ground with my yoga strap. Now, like I said, you don't need to have a special yoga strap. You can use any type of strap or belt. And if you don't have absolutely anything, you don't need that either. You can just hang on to the back of your leg with your arms. All right, so I'm heading down. I'm going to lay onto my back. And I've got one leg bent, and I'm going to straighten the other leg, and that's where I'm going to put my strap around my foot. Now we're going to pull that muscle to full length, meaning where you feel a stretch start to begin. We want to keep our knee slightly soft. We also don't want to pull so far that our leg begins to shake either. Now we should feel a stretch through the back of the leg, anywhere from about the knee to the hip. If you're feeling this in the back of your knee or in your lower back, just back up just a little bit or bend your knee just a tiny bit more. Okay, so we're pulling and we're taking a deep breath in. Hold your breath and contract. So kicking into that strap without any movement for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the contraction. Take a deep breath in and very gently see if you can pull just a little bit further. We're gonna do that a couple more times. Deep breath in. Hold your breath and kick into that strap. Like you're trying to kick back from the hip and bend the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the contraction. Take a deep breath in and pull a little further. One more time, deep breath in. Hold your breath and kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax and breathe. Pull a little bit further. Now you can continue here 4 or 5 times. On your very last one, I would suggest trying to hold your breath for 9 seconds. When you're done your 3 to 5 mets, you're just gonna hold the muscle for about 10 to 20 seconds, nice and relaxed as possible. And then slowly releasing the leg so we head to the other side. Same thing here, just hooking the strap over the leg. So we're taking the second leg to a stretch, using our upper body to pull that leg back. And we're taking a deep breath in. Hold your breath and kick into that strap for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and breathe. And pull back a little bit. You might have noticed there how I kind of jerked at the end. Ideally, we don't want that. We want this to be a smooth contraction. Got to use your upper body to stay stable. Moving into the second round, deep breath in. Hold your breath and kick. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and breathe and pull a little bit more. We're just gonna do 3 today on this side, so we're gonna do for 9 seconds on this side to finish this up, but you can go 3, 6, 9 times if you want until you've achieved your optimal muscle length. Taking a deep breath in, hold your breath, and 9, 8, 7, contracting, kicking, 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently release and pull. Holding that nice stretch at the very end here for about 10 to 20 seconds. This isn't a time to try and stretch even more. We're just trying to reset the muscle length and let the brain kind of know where the muscle is now. And then you'll gently release. So all I've done is what I just did with you guys there, and I'm reaching down to touch the floor, and oh my, look at that. My hands, my fingertips are on the ground. I was about 6 inches away, I believe, and now, oh man, if I did a couple more of those, I'd probably be able to get my hands flat on the floor. How's that for some serious muscle changes in like less than 3 minutes? For best and permanent results, do these exercises every second day until you achieve that optimal length. If you have a posterior tilt and you keep doing this, in time you're gonna start to see that tilt reverse and you may start falling into a more natural anterior pelvic tilt. And hey guys, if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up or tell me so in the comments so I know to keep making content like this. In this video, I used my favorite yoga strap. If you're looking for any items you see in my video, check out the description below where I have a link to my Amazon store. Happy healing!